Noon, everybody. Pitt, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day today. We have a lot of good stuff happening this week, and I hope you went out and had a great weekend supporting local establishments and live entertainment. It's a beautiful day out today, and yeah, the weekend was actually very nice, even though it was raining a lot. But everything was actually kind of cool. So it was a great week we had. Some ups and downs, but it was very good, and we'll talk about all that today. First of all, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. And every show is um, sponsored and given to the first responders. Thank you, the doctors and the policemen and the firemen and the nurses and all the teachers and farmers. But mostly it's to people like you that watch the show, and I really do appreciate it very much. Let's check on our sponsors if we can. Let's not forget of Roy McCampbell Group. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. If you're looking for an honest guy, the guy that does the job right, you talk to my friend Roy McCampbell. Give him a call at 708-275-4264. That's McCampbell Law Group. And let's not forget our good buddies from Airtight Windows, ladies and gentlemen. Siding and specialist, family owned for the last 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Give my buddy Lou a call at 708-788-5000. Now, you can see the show. Don't forget our good buddies from Don Esteban Cigars. Get those hand-rolled cigars delivered right to your house, folks. That's 727-366-7936. It's getting warmer now, so it's time for people to start smoking some cigars out in your patio, in your garage, in your backyard. So, Don Esteban. And here are Trico hair experts. That's right. Anthony and Carmela do an incredible job getting that hair and redo it right. So if you guys are interested in getting some new hair like I did myself, or women, kids, they can do anybody. Do a very good job. They're right out of Rosemont. Give them a call at 773-999-7888. That's Trico Hair Experts. Check us out on Twitter, everybody. And please follow us on YouTube. Get some more subscribers on our YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it very much. It's Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. We got a lot of great things to talk about today. So without any further ado, let's start the show. Everybody, let's go. Take it away.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Thank you, Nelson, and I hope you guys are having a great week. Also, folks, if you get a chance, go to Hardcore Italians Chicago and like their Facebook page, Hardcore Italian Chicago, and like their Facebook page. You got a lot of hardcore Italians for you Italians out there. They have a nice little shop too that you can buy a whole bunch of stuff with the Italian community. So it's actually very cool. Mike does a great job out there, folks. Today is Monday, the 11th of April. And I want to first have a shout out to my friend Yolanda, her birthday party. I'm sorry I could not make it yesterday with a little stuff that's going on over here. It was a little difficult, but I hope you had a great birthday party, my good friend Yolanda. Mary, Jerry Jams, Joanne. Jerry did a great job this weekend, my friend. So did Ryan out there. Jill, how you guys doing? That's great. Rosa, great seeing you, and Felicia yesterday at Speakeasy. Thank you. Kathy Apolito. My brother, Tony Toto, what's up? Emo, Peggy, how you guys doing? Great seeing you too, my good friend Felicia. I appreciate it. And Rosa, I hope you guys had a good time. So, first of all, thank you to everybody that came out to Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday. Me and Rhino had a great time doing that show. On Saturday, boy, over the top. Tavern on the Point. It was just unbelievable. It was great seeing a lot of great friends and some people there. Thank you all for coming out. It was a very good deal. It was a long night, put it that way. Yes, how deep Cheryl D is doing good. Yesterday, she had a little problem again with her stomach, but she is home and she's been resting and she's getting better and better. So. She's getting better. Thank you, Cheryl. I hope you're doing well too, honey. I hope you're well. Richard Hamlin, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so it was great to have her on the point. It was unbelievable. Rhino did an incredible job. And then Sunday at the Rhino Nesty Arcata Speakeasy Sinatra Sunday, it was a great afternoon, a great crowd. I've played there many times, and yesterday these people, from the minute me and Jerry hit, the reaction that we got from the crowd was pretty cool. I mean, it was just a class. They paid attention and they really enjoyed the show. So it was a lot of fun. So thank you to Robert and Jan Provenzano. Thank you, Rosa and Felice. Thank you for Fran and Lori for showing up yesterday, and everybody else that came by. But what a great night it was. Absolutely. Have fun there, Robert, at Rivers. Hope you're making some money there, and I hope you're doing well. So, folks, let's not forget, now this week we have another busy schedule. Wednesday, we'll be back at Avanzar Italian Restaurant in Lombard. That's a 5:30 hit. Thursday, the debut of my brand new rock and roll band called Mojo's Jukebox. Now, the band, when they're not with me, they're called Mistaken Identity. And right now, tonight, they're opening for Chicago and Champaign, Illinois. So Mistaken Identity is the band by themselves. But when they're with me, we become Mojo's Jukebox. So we're going to be at Riley's Gathering Place this Thursday. No reservations. You can't get a reservation. You have to just show up. First come, first serve. It only holds about 60 people. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a great crowd there. So I'm looking forward for you guys to see us do some rock and roll music. That's been my heritage ever since I was a kid. I always loved doing the rock and roll stuff. So I'm excited to be there this Thursday with Mike and Marty and everybody. Riley's Ale House. Now, Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams as well. And then Saturday, returning to one of my favorite stomping grounds, Norton's in Highland Park. They got great burgers. They got great food. That's an 8:30 hit. Me and Ryan will be there. That's this Saturday, the 16th. And, of course, this Sunday is Easter, so I hope you all have an incredible Easter. And Palm Sunday was Sunday. Thank you, Robert Provenzano, for the little thing you made with the palms. We appreciate that very much. My friend Luann out of New York, I love you, honey. I hope you're doing well. How is your shoulder doing? My shoulder, I never had my shoulder wasn't bad. It was my neck, Marion, but thank you for asking. I hope you want to know if you got that book yet. Did you get your book, and did you get your autograph picture? I want to know if you guys got Dream Police really rocks. Thank you, Ronnie B. Elvis. Another great guy. You got to check Ronnie B out when he does his Elvis music. Does a great job with that. The neck is good, folks. It was just that I just slept bad because I sleep with a ceiling fan and I sleep with a regular fan. So I was just, a little screwed up. Daryl Armenstad, the professor. And speaking of our 30th anniversary show coming up, Noreen, how you doing? I can X-ray you. Well, thank you, Noreen. I might take you up on that. Bob Speck, how you doing, buddy? Oh, see you Thursday. Well, thank you, Bob. Look forward to it. How can you text the lady and ask her if she can give my girls' night out someone else? I can't walk. Marion, okay. You might want to just find her on Facebook, Pat Lanzini, and we'll see what we do with that. I'm still hearing music in my ears, too. Yeah, it's a good night. So, so it was good. A lot of fun. Crazy. So let me tell you, folks, we're going to be a couple big shows coming up. First of all, April 24th, Ocean's Rat Pack. Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra. Elliot Wimbush as Sammy Davis. Yours truly as Dean Martin will be at the beautiful, and Jerry Jams Renda will be at the Casa Loma Ballroom in St. Louis, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun because the Rat Pack are meeting Elvis Presley, Everett Dean. It's a dinner and show at the Casa Loma Ballroom. We've been there 3 or 4 times already, but it's nice to be back. That's the 24th. St. Jude's benefit's going to happen at the Arcata Theater on Sunday, May 1st. Oshows.com for tickets. And here's what we got going on for my anniversary party, 30th year anniversary party, folks. I'm so proud to have the party. It's going to be at the Des Plaines Theater in Des Plaines, Illinois, Ron Onesti's new theater. It's going to be Sunday, May 29th. And the lineup I got, there was a lot of people that wanted to be in the show. Fortunately, I didn't have that much time. So I tried to get most of the people that I've known for many, many years, that I've worked with for many, many years. So including Nick Sahajas and his band, he's putting together a nice 10-piece band. Tomorrow we start rehearsals with that. And that's going to be the main focus of the show, with that band backing up all the other entertainers. I'm going to have people from the main event band coming in for like one song apiece. Danny Ramonde, Tony Toto, Daryl Amistad, Regina Carmo will be singing with me. Kim Peterson LeFew, Matt Cassane will be doing his funny jokes. Jack D'Amico from the original Rat Pack, he'll be with me from the original Chicago Rat Pack. And then, of course, my Oceans Rat Pack will be there. My rock band, Mo's Dream Police, will be there doing tribute to Cheap Trick. My band, Mojo's Jukebox, is doing the after party. It's going to be at the Des Plaines Theater, folks. Diva Montel, the Jersey Girls. And then my good buddy, of course, from Chicago, John Vincent, who sings for the national anthem for Chicago Cubs game. He just sang the opening day over there. And, of course, he does a great Sinatra song stylist as well. So we have a lot of great stuff. So, folks, go to oshows.com and get your tickets if you haven't got them already. Angelo, how you doing, my friend? Angelo and Karen, welcome to Oceans Pit. So that's Sunday, May 29th. Please, it'll be a lot of fun. Again, thank you for asking about Mama D. She's doing much better. Thank you. Yesterday was Happy Siblings Day. For all you people who have brothers and sisters. Also National Guitar Month for all you guitar players out there. I want to say have a safe trip, Mr. A. Leaving for Florida for 2 weeks. I don't know what Dave's going to do without you, but I hope you have a great trip up in Florida there. All right, let's see what else we got here. 50th anniversary today of the Raspberries, my favorite rock and roll band of all time. Eric Carmen, of course, Wally Bryson, Dave Smalley, Jim Benofanti. That was the original Raspberries. And if anybody knows my favorite group, it was the Raspberries. So they're celebrating 50 years anniversary, folks. Also, our prayers go out to Jim Ramsey. He was actually a gentleman who worked for WGN who passed away, unfortunately, this past weekend. That's Jim Ramsey. Our prayers go out to the WGN people and the Ramsey family. Also, Dwayne Hawkins, football player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. NFL news, of course, died getting hit in a car crash by a truck at the age of 24 years old. This guy just was on the top of the world, man, going to be playing for Pittsburgh Steelers, and he had a big future ahead of him, and it's very sad. Marion, my birthday party is at the Des Plaines Theater in Des Plaines, Illinois, Sunday, May 29th. Yeah, thank you, Ronnie. Yes, Jill. Yeah, it was very sad. Both passings. Our prayers go out to the Hawkins family. They're just crazy the way people. It's a young age too. Crazy. All right, so I want to say goodbye. I hope my friend Erica's foot. If you're listening, Erica, I hope your foot's doing better, my dear friend. Palm Sunday. I hope you all had your palms. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate that. So we're gonna have a lot of fun and a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's get right to the good stuff here. The New York Post: a man arrested 6 years after faking his death to avoid child pornography charges. This guy faked his death. Jacob Greer, 28 years old from Iowa, Illinois, fakes his death and finally gets caught in Washington 6 years later after trying to get rid of the charges against child pornography. And by God, this karma's a bitch. And what I like about it, like I said, it all comes around. Karma has no calendar. So, Kathy Lazareth, how you doing, hon? Thank you, Erica. I'm glad your foot is better. Thank you, Carol. I hope to see you soon. You and Dan, I hope you guys are doing well. Here, I love this quote by the great George Carlin. If George Carlin was around these days, I'd love to hear what his outtake or input is on the way the world is right now. Excuse me about my raspy voice. Respect is taught at home. If your kid is a disrespectful little shit, it's your fault, not society's, not the music, not video games. It's your fault. And I agree. If the kids, folks, these days don't have the respect, it's because the parents, I believe, are not giving them time to spend with. I know it's hard. It's a different world right now, sometimes. And there's a lot of kids, sometimes it's just very hard. And I don't know what's going on with these days. Kids in school, for instance. What's it like to be going to school right now if you have a kid? Can't be easy. Parents try to give you the best input, but if the kid doesn't want to learn to go to school or when he's at school, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. It's got to be different. And I don't know. I know a lot of kids that go to school and they get their graduation, and some of them they get a trade. They don't go to college. They get a trade. And they make good money as plumbers and construction people. I mean, there's a lot of great work out there. And I'm just hoping that the kids that are at school right now, Albert, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I hope the kids, the parents that have kids right now in school, I hope the kids can try to, make it through this life that we have right now. It's society, social media, the pandemic really hurt a lot of the children these days when it comes to school. And I hear sometimes, sometimes school is just not in their head. And I just wish them luck to all of them out there, folks. But it's hard these days. All right, folks, more stuff is being recalled. Easter is right around the corner. The Kinder Care eggs or Kinder eggs and the Easter Bunny stuff, the chocolates. Be careful. They're being recalled because of salmonella poisoning. So I would watch that stuff if you're buying the children's stuff, especially this year for the small kids. They're doing anything for Easter, the chocolate eggs and stuff. And we're just talking about Easter. We're not going to have, I don't know, we're going to have it's a little party here. They just are close relatives here this Sunday. Me and Laura will talk more on Thursday because Laura will be my co-host on Thursday. Lou Vasquez is going to be my guest on Wednesday, folks. The #1 Paul Anka impersonator. This guy is unbelievable. And if you ever get a chance, okay, am I back there? Yeah. This Lou Vasquez, incredible Paul Anka impersonator. #1, he's fantastic. Originally from Florida. He's going to be on the show this Wednesday, and we're going to talk to him about Paul Anka. He got to meet Paul. Paul gave him one of his tuxedos. So it's going to be, if you love Paul Anka, watch the show this Wednesday. Lou Vasquez, the #1 Paul Anka impersonator, is going to be on. So I'm very excited about that. And talking about families for Easter, it's not the same anymore. Yes, it's Kinder Joy. Yes, Marion. Kinder Joy. The Kinder eggs are being recalled for Easter, so be careful with that. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. The family's not the same. I think once the grandparents leave, right? If the grandparents are gone, or if the parents are gone, you see a lot of them, the families don't get together like they used to. You know what it used to be like. Sundays, we'd always be around the table and eat dinner. Even though my family was small, we still did it as much as we could. But things have changed. Took Ransby out on the guide trip back in the day, based with a great, a real country gentleman, hell of a great fisherman, was really a boat. There you go, Ronnie. Yeah. Prayers again to Jim Ramsey from WGN, who passed away this weekend. So family values are all different, I think, now that the grandparents are gone, or your mother's gone, or your father's gone. It just was not as good as it was. Yeah, I miss those big family dinners. I didn't have big ones. I loved it on Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving. And I had some of my relatives come in, but, it all changed. And that's sad. I wish we could bring that back. But you're right, Cheryl. Why is the blessed bread dinner? Yeah, crazy. For you comic book guys out there, I don't know if some people have it, but do you know the #1 Captain America comic book that was #1 when it first came out many, many years ago, sold for $3 million. This is a comic book we're talking about, folks. A comic book, which was probably, 35 cents or when it first came out, whatever year it was. But the Captain America comic book goes for $3 million. That's the first original one. So there is money in comic books. There is money in baseball cards. There is money in that stuff, folks. If it's taken care of and you have some original goodies, I'm telling you, you can make some pretty good money with that stuff. And that is the fact. I love this quote. Most angriest people on television have names like Whoopi, Sunny, and Joy. I think I used this one before. I just thought I'd say it again because I thought it was actually kind of funny. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It is Monday, the 11th of April, folks. Let's not forget our friends from Deutsche Power Center. servicing the Great Lakes construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin. Give our friend Sal a call at 224-276-6550, Deutsch Power Center. You're watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I love this quote, guys. And you know what? This quote really kind of, I kind of believe in this quote, and I think that's what it is, folks. My goal has always been longevity, not fame and not fortune. Because fame and fortune, it depends on how you classify fame and fortune. I have a little bit of a fame in the Chicago and the Midwest area. I don't have a fortune, but I have longevity. And I think in any type of job or any type of hobby or any type of goal, the longevity is what you want. I've been doing this now 30 years come May, knock on wood. And like I said, May 29th is my 30th anniversary party as a full-time entertainer. So I love this quote because my goal was always been longevity, not certainly fame and fortune. Do you want to get more fame? Do you want to get fortune? I don't know. Sometimes I truly believe that God only gives you what you can handle. I don't know, man, how much I would last if I made it to the top. Maybe better now because I'm a little bit more grounded than I was 15 years ago or 15 or 20 years ago. The people who might have known me back then, I was like a loose cannon, and so it's interesting. But it is what it is. I love that quote. So thank you very much for that. All right, we got some birthdays here. Let's talk about some birthdays here. Tito's Vodka celebrates 25 years. Love Tito's Vodka. When I'm not drinking Jack, I do drink vodka. So happy 25 years to Tito's. Robin Wright, actress Robin Wright, who was married, I think, to Sean Penn once, celebrates a birthday. Steve Howe, from the original guitar player for the band Yes. Also, he went on to form the big supergroup Asia, celebrates a birthday. My good friend from a long, long time ago, Sarah Diane, celebrated a birthday this past weekend. My good buddy Jim Hafer, Teresa's son Jimmy, celebrated a birthday this past weekend, turned the age of 30 years old. They had a little party over there at Pops. So if Teresa's watching, how you doing, Jimmy? Jim Hafer, happy birthday. Wayne Rogers, the great actor, was originally in the TV show MASH, 89 years old. Oh, boy. BB North, Mike North from The Score, great sports analyst. Mike North, his wife, BB, celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Happy 68 to BB North. And if you've ever watched sci-fi movies, I don't know, Craig, if you're watching today, sci-fi movies like Godzilla and King Kong. Remember Ultraman? Ultraman started Happy Birthday 50 years ago, April 7th, 1972, Ultraman. And they just made a reboot of that. So I don't know if you're into that stuff or not, but it's actually very cool. My friend Joe, the drummer from Mojo's Jukebox, him and his wife just celebrated a 1-year anniversary. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to Joe and his lovely wife. John Faso, my good friend from of course, from Richie's in Schiller Park, celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Chris Vaccaro, again, another friend, celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Mickey Dolans is 76 today. Thank you, Craig. 76, the Mickey Dolans. Chris Vaccaro from Rosario celebrated a birthday this past weekend. We look forward to celebrating my sister Loretta's birthday this Friday. Oh, Becky, we'll look forward to seeing you this Friday, too, at Chicago Prime Steakhouse at 8 o'clock. Joe, I hope you got happy anniversary, my friend Joe, and hope you guys will knock it out tonight in Champaign, Illinois. Mistaken Identity opening for Chicago, and then they'll be back for Mojo's Jukebox on Thursday. So I'm excited. Hugh Hefner celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Cecile Bloomingberg, the captain, Step Up's mom, celebrates a birthday. How about my good friend Dawn Capone from Capone's in Bloomingdale? Love that place. Great food. Dawn Capone, happy birthday, my friend Dawn Capone. Watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. A lot of things to talk about still. So much stuff has hit the have you ever took a trip, a solo trip on your own, by yourself? If you ever got in a car, train, plane, bus, whatever, got in it, and went on a trip on your own? I'm asking all the Ocean Pit listeners today, how many people actually went on a trip on their own? My sister does it all the time. She flies out somewhere, she gets with the groups, and she has a great time. She went to Scotland on her own. She just, because there's groups, and then hopefully you'll meet people, and then hopefully you'll blend with these people. So Mara says, Mara, my good friend Mara from Texas, how you doing, honey? Kathy says, yeah, she went to Palm Springs. Kathy from Santa Barbara, how you doing? Yeah, okay, Amtrak, Connie. Karen Dean says no. Now, I always wanted to do look, I took an Amtrak once many years ago to Niagara Falls, and I want to do it again at the time. But if you do it alone, yeah, Karen, I agree. A wingman or a wingwoman next to you is cool to do. I don't know, to just get up and go. The excitement's not so bad getting there, if you can do it alone. But once you get there, then you're like, huh. So I don't know. I'm a type of guy that can take my cigar and my Jack and my Kindle and my books, and I can go somewhere and get a cabin or something, and I could probably have a good time, maybe for a couple hours. But after that, I need my peeps with me. Yes, Abe, it's awesome. It is relaxing, Sandra. It is relaxing. It depends what you do, but I want to go back to Niagara Falls. Maybe do it this year on my bucket list again, because I did it years ago for my second honeymoon, whatever it was. But I don't remember it. I heard I was there on my honeymoon, but I don't remember it. If that's funny or not. But I want to go on the sleeper. You sleep overnight, or maybe go to the Rocky Mountains. That's something. I'm going to be 60 years old coming up in December, so I would like to do something like that. Yes, when I went to visit my aunt in New York for 30 days on a train, went to talk 15 times long. Okay, Emo, so 30 days on a train. Now, that would be interesting, especially back then. The trains are much better now. The Amtrak's much better probably now than they were. But the smoking booth, they had the smoking car, and then they had the liquor car where you'd go sit by. And now sometimes those ones where they have the glass windows, the ceilings, so you can really see all the beautiful nature and everything. I mean, I think that's got to be just gorgeous. Just got to be gorgeous. So interesting. Today is also Public Broadcasting Station Day for Happy Public Broadcasting Station, Channel 11. Fishing Upper Michigan. There you go, Craig. Good point. I love fishing, and I haven't done it alone. But now it's the season. Started up this past weekend. I think you can fish now. But to go alone would be a little difficult, but I would love to do it. Especially, when you're with somebody you love. And a lot of people say, hey, you don't have to travel all over the world to have a good time. There's so many great things in the Midwest alone. Like Craig said, you love Upper Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Iowa. There's places you can go, South Dakota, North Carolina. There's beautiful places that you can go, and a lot of interesting stuff. If you haven't, you got to try it. I think I'd love to try it. I would. I think it's important. What do you know? Today's the 1960 or 1978. I'm trying to get the right date here because I forgot to write it down. But Harry Carey with the White Sox sang the very first. Today is the day of April the 11th. Harry Carey sang the first "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at the 7th inning stretch. Now, Harry Carey just celebrated a birthday, I think, last week. We did talk about that. Isabella Drake, how are you doing, my dear? Great teacher in the Chicagoland area. Thank you for doing what you do for your students and all the other teachers out there. But Harry Carey singing the very first time. Hi, holy cow. Harry Carey, yeah, we missed him. I miss Harry, and I miss Howard Cosell. All right, here we go, folks. Alabama Senate. Are you ready for this? Look, I think this should happen in every state. And I don't care. I know it's 2022 and life has changed and the rules are changing, but I'm sorry. I'm still old school, but the Alabama Senate won 26-5. HB 222 passed a law. H as in Hector, B as in boy, 222, barring males to enter females' bathrooms. They should not have, I'm sorry, there should be a male dressing room bathroom and there should be a female. Case closed. Alabama changed the rule. It won 25-5. So what does that tell you? Men belong in a men's bathroom, dressing room. Women belong in theirs. Call me old school, call me old fashioned, call me crazy. I'm sorry. I would not feel comfortable if I knew my kids were in school, when they went to school, whatever, in dressing rooms, and guys can walk in and do it and get dressed there too. Go to your own. Alice Cooper coming to Springfield. Great train ride. Oh, there you go. Very nice. I love Alice Cooper. A man can go into a woman's bathroom at Target. See what I mean, Karen? Kathy, is it crazy? It's totally nuts. Now, the bathroom, I don't know if there's one of those one-stall bathrooms, whatever. I'm talking about they walk into a bathroom, dressing room, and, I just don't feel that's right. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm not the norm, as what people call it right now. You got to be so careful what you say, how you explain things, because someone's either going to sue you or tell you to go screw yourself. Albert, Tinley Park is far enough for you? Okay. Albert, okay, Tinley Park. Cubs opener, Sox. Cubs 1-2. I think he lost 1. I think the Sox are 1-1. People are ready for baseball. So it's interesting to see that baseball is out there and people are going out and trying to have a good time. How about this, folks? A mom calls cop. Now get this. You're a mother and your father. Somehow or another, the mom's cleaning the kid's room. Kid's not at home. He finds a box load of money underneath his bed or in his closet. Now, mind you, it's a 14-year-old kid. And there's a lot of money that the mother finds either under the bed or in the closet. The son is out. She finds the money. She calls the cops on her kid, thinking that it might have been stolen money from a robbery. The question is, if it's your kid and all this money, are you calling the cops? Are you calling the cops if you were cleaning your kid's room and found a load of money? Would you keep it and not say anything? Or would you turn your kid in at the age of 14 years old? Well, Kathy said you got to ask them first. Absolutely. I would definitely ask them first. My fault. I should have explained a little bit better. Well, there's another thing too. You're right. Where did he get this money from? So after you sat down, okay, let's change the question. Let's change the question. You find this money, then you get with the husband and you sit and you talk, and then you bring him or her. In this state, he was a 14-year-old kid. Would you ask the kid first? Okay. And after that, it's crazy. They have family bathrooms, but tiny, and their grandchildren. Okay, Canada girls. Okay. Hi, Rosemary. How you doing? Hope you and Seymour are well. So the question is, he's saying for a rainy day. He's saving the money for a rainy day. Well, Emil, I would hope if that was the cause. But if there's a lot of money, like thousands of dollars, and he's a 14-year-old kid, there's only a few reasons why you be getting this money. Either a grandparents or somebody left it to you and not told your mom and dad. Either you stole the money in a robbery, which that's what these parents thought, or you're selling drugs. There's no way a 14-year-old kid's got all that thousands of dollars underneath his bed. So, interesting question. Walmart drivers, not delivery drivers. These are the Walmart semi-truck drivers. They're looking for a lot of work over there. People, if you have the license to drive a truck and you need a job, Walmart is hiring their employees there $95,000 to $110,000 a year to become a Walmart driver on the semis. That's probably a tough job, I'm sure, but that's pretty good money. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. Let's talk about the salad bar. Everybody, I don't know how your feelings were with salad bars before the pandemic, and then everybody got more crazy because you couldn't touch anything. But I've seen people eat actually from the soup with a spoon at the salad bar. Not putting it into a cup, eating it right there in line at the salad bar. I've seen people, when you're waiting in line and people are taking plates and just piling their plates of food. Realize it's a salad bar, which means you can go up there as many times as you want. The salad bar, are you comfortable with eating a salad bar these day and age? Now, with the pandemic, people sneezing all over, I don't know. That is so wrong. That is so wrong, Kathy. But the question is, are you comfortable again with salad bars if you were a salad bar guy or a girl back then? I mean, I saw some salad bars were okay. Didn't do it too often, but we did it. Rosa, no. Yeah, okay. So you're not comfortable with it. I don't see any salad bars anywhere. There you go. Venuti's has a great brunch salad bar. There still are some restaurants that do have the cruise ships, still have the salad bar. I was there. They had a salad bar. They had salad, they had eggs. They had it. And then they had Mexican night, and they had a whole salad bar of Mexican tacos, all that stuff. So they're out there. That's for sure. But I don't think a lot of people are safe, still feel safe with that. To my, I don't know. More things being recalled. Even Harley Davidson motorcycles are now getting recalled. It's crazy. I saw children taking food and then putting it back. Las Vegas had a place where guards stood there. Okay, there you go. Put a food, put in your plate. I don't want to put it back again. Kids' hands are bad enough, but adults too. I mean, shit. I don't know. A little crazy, I have to admit. We were having some great news. We all heard a story about the Columbus Day statue and the parade and all the conversation that's going on with this crazy stuff right now between the mayor and the Italian community with Ron Onesti and everybody. And Ron said that hopefully the mayor said that he would bring back the statue somehow, some way. Not right. I tell if my grandchildren go, I will tell them Canadian girls. Okay. So according to, I got a bunch of people say, Albert sent me this and a couple of people sent me this too. According to Chicago Monumental Committee said, no matter what, this is from the Chicago Monumental Committee, the people that are in charge of the statues and the monuments and stuff in the city of Chicago. They said, no matter what Lori Lightfoot, Mayor Lightfoot decides to do, they're not going to bring back those statues. So, I don't know. Ron's trying awfully hard, and the Italian Association are trying awfully hard to bring back the statue some way, somehow. And the way we're thinking, we were just talking a couple of days ago, if they don't want to bring it back to the city of Chicago, put it in the suburbs. Make a couple. Put one in Elmwood Park. Put one in Melrose Park. Put one in Addison. Put one on put somewhere in the suburbs of Chicago and put some Christopher Columbus. Then we don't have to deal with Lori Lightfoot and we don't have to deal with the Chicago Cultural Committee and just put it there so we can have something there. So a kid reaching into a pickle barrel, a Jewel with their mother standing nearby. The parents are the issues. Well, there you go. We just went back, Judy. You're absolutely right. Sometimes the parents aren't paying attention. The kid just running around doing what he's doing, So here you go. Jan says no buffets for me. Okay. Yeah, it's a little crazy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out some other things here. Oh boy, this is good. Here's a man quoting in a Newsweek magazine. A man wins $21 million, ladies and gentlemen. He wins $21 million in a lottery, and he leaves all the money that he won from the lottery to planet Earth. You know what? I got to give the guy kudos. I mean, we do want this Earth, our Earth, to last, and so our kids and generations can keep living on before this crazy world that we're living in right now. But $21 million of lottery he left for planet Earth. Couldn't you have just maybe kept a couple million and maybe gave him 19 million? Or, kept something for yourself? Unless the guy was loaded. He could have been rich already. I don't know much of the status. The committee doesn't recommend bringing back the statues. This committee was put together for Lightfoot. Just now, they're speaking out. Oh, thank you, Albert. I think Albert was one of the ones who sent me the story for the first time. It is a crazy story, but what about that? $21 million he leaves to planet Earth. Right? What a great gesture. God bless. But I would have maybe kept 10 and give 10 million to planet Earth if you want to do it. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Chris Rock, Will Smith in the news again. There you go, Craig Ellis. Craig also said I'm going to change my name to Planet Earth. I love that, Craig. Okay, Chicago Lightfoot Committee makes sense. Yeah. Tony, wow, but there are so many people hungry. Yeah, there people are hungry. There really are in this crazy world that they need the money, but I don't know. He won it. He can do whatever he wants with it. Will Smith and Chris Rock are back in the news. Will Smith banned from the Oscars for 10 years. Ooh, that's all you got? You slapped some guy, supposedly, you slapped some guy on national television. One black Native American, African American slaps another African American on TV, gets a slap. And of course, we know that Chris Rock did not press charges, but he's been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. Oh, poor guy. But I think he deserves to give that Oscar back. Remember when back in the 80s, folks, us musicians out there might remember this. Milli Vanilli had won a Grammy Award, and then they got caught for lip syncing. They had to return the Grammy Award. This is the same thing. Will Smith struck another person on live television. You should give back his Oscar. Do you agree? Should Will Smith give back the Oscar? Jill, you remember that. Milli Vanilli, remember they caught lip syncing and they had to give back the Grammy. This should be the same thing. Will Smith should have to give back that statue. If he hasn't already, the Oscar. I'm not quite sure. If the world would be there 10 years, it's the way it's going. Yeah, good point, Dorimo. Tony, who did you like, Chris or Will? You still can win. I never liked Will Smith. I'm not that big of a fan of Chris Rock either, so doesn't really make much of a difference, to be honest with you. Whatever it be. Let's see. Should make him host it so no one makes it pick a joke on his wife's skit. That would be bad. That would be bad. Tony, wow, there's so many people. Yeah, I don't think he would do that on Saturday Night Live. But who knows? You never know. But I think he should definitely give back the Oscar. And then, of course, he won't. They said he can keep it sane here. Okay, so he won't give back the Oscar. I don't know, but I think he should. And now Chris Rock been doing sellout shows everywhere. Before the TV slap, his tickets were going from, 60, 70, $100, whatever ticket, whatever it was. Now some of his tickets went up to $1,000. But the thing is, Chris Rock is smart. He's not mentioning the slap in any of his shows. He said he ain't going to talk about the slap until he gets paid. Rightfully so. He said he's not going to talk about the slap until he gets paid. So, is he wanting a sit down with Oprah Winfrey to get paid? Oh, they did it on Saturday Night Live. Oh, okay, Jerry. All right, cool. I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I have not watched it in years, but that's good. Yeah, so Chris Rock said he won't talk about it unless he gets paid. So you're going to see, Barbara Walters, maybe, who knows? Larry King, if he was still alive, I don't know. No one should make fun out of a disabled. It's not nice. It's mean. It's very disrespectful. Well, even Ricky Gervais, the comic, said that what she has is really not a disease. Something like, he said, I have a disease. I'm fat, he goes. So I have a disease. I'm a fat. So I'm bald. So he was saying that there's different, who knows? It's all about money. There you go. You're absolutely right. But Chris Rock won't talk about it. So you figured the minute he walked out on stage at his comedy routine that he'd want to talk about the slap, but he didn't. He said he's not talking about the slap until he gets paid for it. So I see, a talk show, someone offering him money as a sit down, a one-on-one. I'd like to have maybe Oprah talk to him, even though I can't stand Oprah. I would like to hear his side of the story or what he thought. That would be very, very interesting. Kathy Ippolito sent me a story from the newspaper a week back or so that 2.8 million speeding tickets on the cameras were given to the people, motorists in Chicago and Illinois 2021. That's more tickets than there's actually residents in Chicago, folks. Do you know how much? They made over $89 million on those 2.8 speeding tickets, the camera tickets, $90 a shot. 2.8 million tickets were issued in the state of Illinois. They made $89 million profit just from those speeding tickets, those camera tickets. But like the article said, they put out all these tickets. There weren't even that many residents. So a lot of really people think it's a big scam. I don't know, but here, it's typical. It's Illinois. Crooked Illinois. Interesting, folks. South Carolina is the first state to bring back execution. They gave up the firing squad. Now they're bringing back the electric chair in South Carolina. Whew. Now, I don't know. If you knew you were going to die and you did something wrong and you had to face death, this is what they're going to do. You have an option. Do you want to get the gun pulled to your trigger? Do you want to take poison? Do you want electric chair? Do you want to be hanged? A firing squad? I don't know if there is a way to go. I don't know, but you are going to die, right? According to this. This is South Carolina. You are a prisoner. You're doing life. You are sentenced to die. Does it really make a difference? I would put the poison. I would take the poison in my last meal. Yeah, I would take the poison somewhere so it's somewhere in there so you don't know, and that's it. Firing squad, I don't know. Electric chair, hanging, I'm sorry. But South Carolina's got some crazy shit down there, so there you go. Something new. Oh, boy. I don't know. Okay, now there's always stuff happening, and always, especially with airplanes and people on planes, and people are getting kicked off because they got a "Let's Go Brandon" shirt on, or they're arguing about no masks. And one guy kept a French fry in his mouth the whole time, so he didn't have to wear the mask. Whatever. Now the FAA, folks, is charging $81. This is the money that they're charging if these people get in trouble. What they've been doing is some crazy passengers want to go in to open the door of the cockpit. So there's a big, hefty fine and jail time here. Why would somebody in their right mind want to get out of their seat on the airplane and walk towards the cockpit and open it up to do what? To say what to the pilot? What is the purpose of that? And they should be fined. They should be arrested. Some of these people are just crazy. They are nuts. There's something wrong with these people. Either they're obliviated, they're on drugs, not knowing what they're doing as they're heading towards the cockpit. But yeah, forget the fine and fine and put them in prison. Here's something else. I was talking to my wife about it this morning. Alcohol to go in New York City. Would it be a game changer? That was a quote that came up in the New York Post today. Alcohol to go. Now, there are restaurants, my wife told me, that you can go to Cooper's Hawk, and if you don't finish the bottle, they cork it, put it in a little plastic bag, and you take it home. So technically, you can open that bottle of wine once you get in the car, and you can drink it driving home. Technically. By giving you the booze to take home, then it's in your hands what you do with it. Las Vegas, you can still drink on the strip. They put your drink in a plastic cup. In Mississippi, Natchez, Mississippi, where I played the casino, you could walk on the streets with alcohol in a plastic cup. That means when you leave the bar. Well, New York is thinking about doing this, according to New York Post. Luann, she's in New York. If you're still watching, honey, I know you have a restaurant in New York, a great place. Do you give your alcohol to your friends? If they pass this rule here in New York City. Yvette, by the way, was great seeing you Saturday, Yvette, at Tavern on the Point. Thank you so much, Yvette. Yeah, alcohol to go in a plastic cup. I didn't finish my drink. Can I take it with me? Looks like it might happen in the state of New York City. If Luann is still watching, I'm not quite sure, or anybody's familiar with that with the New York area. If Michael Prisco is watching. Point I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, alcohol to go. Do you think it's a good idea? I didn't finish my Bloody Mary. Can I take it to go? Half of those people that are taking it to go, I would say 99% of those people will be getting into their cars. Other people might walk. I don't know. But getting your drink to go might happen in the city of New York City. Getting alcohol to go should be very, very interesting. I don't know. And these stories just keep coming out, but they sealed it. Okay. Well, for the wine they sealed, they put the cork back on, right, for wine. But can't you take the cork off? I mean, technically, if they seal it and they put it in a plastic bag with a cork, right? Can you pull the cork off once you get outside? I don't know. Interesting. There's a handyman, ladies and gentlemen, 55 years in prison, sexual abuse for handicapped kids. Most of them, or these handicapped people, he sexually abused handicapped people that were the most deprived. 55 years in prison, this piece of shit. I have more fear of people texting while they're driving than drinking. Karen, that's a good one. Yeah, you get some people to fight you on that one. But they're both bad. Both bad. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. They're bad. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. It's just to the point where new things are happening every day in this world, and who knows? Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day today. This Wednesday will be at Amanzare in Lombard with my good buddy Jerry James. It's a 5:30 hit. Thursday, Mojo's Jukebox makes its debut at Riley's Gathering Place. I'm excited about that, 8 o'clock. Doing the great hits of the great songs from the 70s and 80s that I grew up with, and I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday, Norton's. If you want to ball, if you want to jump to a place that's really on fire all the time, that's Norton's in Highland Park. It's just one incredible place, man. So it's very, very fun. Let's see. Armor Clan team. Oh, how about this, folks? Now, you know how crazy this world is? Now, these are two kids, ladies and gentlemen. Two children from California. What would make two kids decide to do this? Well, I'm going to tell you what. Watching police, Chicago PD, and watching these action hero movies and stuff where these cops get shot at, or where these kids or criminals get shot at with these armor vests on. These are two kids got these armor vests and shooting at each other. Hopefully you have these bulletproof vests that will stop you from getting killed. That's what they're for. One 17-year-old kid ended up getting killed. It's my turn. No, it's your turn. Oh, you do it this time. Okay. Go put this thing on and go sit over there, boom, and shoot it and see if the bullet goes through the jacket. 17-year-old kid dies. Joe Nasca, my good buddy from Kenosha, I hope you're doing well. I got to see Sonny and Cousin Tommy Vena on Thursday, man. I miss you, my brother Joe. I love you, pal. Hope you're doing well. So here are two 17-year-old kids playing with these armored bulletproof vests out of California, and they shoot at each other, and one of them dies. Bet they're not going to play that game anymore, huh, folks? Is that crazy? Where are the kids? Where are the parents when this shit is going on? And where do they get the guns from? There you go, Connie. Forget where they got the bulletproof vest from. Where do they get the guns at? Good question. Where do they get the guns at? Crazy world we live in, folks. How about this? Another California man accused of drowning his own 2-year-old son in a bathtub. And then when he got arrested, he said, I have no words to explain. You can't make this shit up, folks. This man from California. I don't know why. No disrespect there, Kathy, out in California, but there's a lot of shit that happens in California. And here, folks, this man accused of drowning his 2-year-old son in a bathtub, and then says, I got no words for that. I was watching a program this morning. Actually, the sound was off, and it was on the TV. He is a real jag-off. Absolutely, Kathy. Returning to the work office. Should people go back to their offices? A lot of people said they want to go back. They don't like being at home. They're not motivated. They're lazy. A lot of people said they don't want to go back. A lot of people said they do want to go back. The camaraderie of the employees. So people are complaining about gas now because do we have to drive to work? I don't know how many people that are watching the show here still work at home. My wife still works at home.
And our office is closing.
What, honey?
And our office just closed.
And Laura's office, Redfin, did close. So some of these companies, ladies and gentlemen, why pay rent in these giant buildings? I mean, it costs a lot of money to rent these places a month. So do you think, I don't know, some of you people that are watching, people are watching, do you work from home or do you have to go into the office? Do you miss going into the office every day? To be honest with you, I don't know if I'd be happy working at home every day. I wouldn't. I need the camaraderie to get out there and do what I do. I couldn't sit in the same room, same day, and not leaving the house. I can't leave the house now, but that's a question another time, I'll tell you. But anyway, you can't, you read, like remember when you had the Zoom classes and people were doing the Zoom stuff. There wasn't that too many kids are probably happy with that. I don't know. I think when you work at home, the drive is just not there. Boss ain't watching you. Employees aren't watching you. You're not, you have to go to the bathroom, go eat something, take as long as you want. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's watching. I don't know. Don't know if any of you people are actually watching. I'm not getting any response with that. So, I mean, the people that are watching, if you do actually work from home or if you're not working, so it should be interesting. Actually, it's also National Library Week. How many people still go to the library? Now, when I was married before, I go to the library all the time because me and my ex-father-in-law would go to the library and pick movies up and watch it at the house when they still had CD players and DVD players. Right now, we have one. It's just sometimes I watch. But yes, I would love to, if my kids go back to the office so I can be quiet in the house. Okay. So, Rosa, what you're saying is you want your kids and people to go to work in the office, but you want to stay at home, watch us. Totally understand. I think my wife would be happy with that too, to be honest with you. I think she'd be very happy if we all, for like 8 hours or 6 hours a day, were out of the house. Absolutely. My wife likes the peace, and she deserves it sometimes because she works her ass off. So she had a shitload of work before she got me, and now she's got more of my crap. So yeah, National Library Week. I don't know. You guys still go? I still get something, renew your library card. I still renew it. It's kind of interesting. Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming to the end of the hour. And I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in today. It means a lot to me, folks, that you guys still tune in, and I do appreciate it. This week, we got a busy week, folks. Remember, Evans Ari on Wednesday, Mojo's Jukebox. If you want to hear some great rock and roll, 70s and 80s rock and roll, come to Riley's Gathering Spot this Thursday. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday, Norton's. And this Easter this Sunday, so I hope you're having a great family get-together. We'll talk about Easter Sunday this Thursday with my wife, when she co-hosts me. Wednesday, we got Lou Vasquez. Lou is the #1 Paul Anka impersonator in the world. He's even got pictures with Paul Anka. Paul Anka even gave him a tuxedo. He's going to be my guest on Wednesday. That's Lou Vasquez from Paul Anka impersonator. So very, very good. Thank you, Emil. Again, thank you everybody that came out to support me this past weekend. Jerry Jams, great job. Rhino, great job. Donnie Morrison, I hope you're doing well. Yolanda, again, I'm sorry I missed your party, my dear friend. Susan Jambroni, hope you're doing well. Karen Serpico, hope you're doing well. George Tark, I talk to almost every other day with his chemo. It's knocking him out, folks. It's knocking him out. But I hope it knocks him out, just gets him better. You know what I mean? I hope it gets him better. Again, Mr. A, have a great trip in Florida. Thank you again, Felicia, for coming out Sunday. You and Rosa, it was great to see you, and I'm glad you're back out there again, and which is important. All right, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and goes. Let's not forget Sunday, May 29th. If you didn't get your tickets, come on out and support me. 30 years in the business at Des Plaines Theater, Sunday, May 29th. The Nixa Hodges Band, Diva Montel, Kim Peterson LaFew, Denise Tomasello, the Jersey Girls, Matt Cassane, Jack D'Amico from the original Chicago Rat Pack, Oceans Rat Pack, Daryl Armanstad, Tony Toto, Danny Ramondi, Anthony Napolitano, the Jersey Girls, John Vincent, the Dream Police, Mojo's Jukebox, Ron Onesti, all in one night, one day, 3:00 in the afternoon, Sunday, May 29th, Des Plaines Theater. Go to oshows.com and get those tickets. oshows.com. Sunday, May 29th, 30 years. Hope to see you all there, folks. Tomorrow, folks, now remember, I won't be here tomorrow. We're taking a couple Tuesdays off to do some personal stuff that I have to take care of. So the next couple Tuesdays for the month of April, I will not be on the air. I will be back on Wednesday, and then Thursday with my wife, and then Friday. But Tuesdays for the next month, I will not be on the air, taking care of some personal business. So anyway, folks, that's be back this Wednesday, and with my good buddy Lou Vasquez, the #1 Paul Anka impersonator, direct from Florida, folks. So thank you all for watching again. Let's thank our last but not least sponsor, of course, my good buddy from Patriot Funding Incorporated, Dave Antonelli at its finest, commercial money lending. That's right out of Roselle, Illinois. They have so many different features that you can choose if you're looking for money for your business, folks. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated, commercial money lending. Give them a call at 630-675-4730. Dave Antonelli. Thanks to April, our executive producer. Thanks to my wife. And thank you, most people, for all coming out, all of you, for watching the show. I really do appreciate it. I can't begin to thank you for everything you guys do. I'm looking forward to see you guys at more Tony Ocean shows, and support local establishments and live entertainment. God bless you all. Have a great day. In the words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. Nikki, take us out, my brother. Take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.